do want to quickly say before the video fully starts that I'm helping my friend Sandra out with some financial help, and she needs it, and we need your help. Basically, all I ask is that there's the coffee link down below where you guys can become a Kingdom Keeper. Basically, if you guys want to donate $1, all the money goes straight over to Sandra as soon as I get it. And so if you guys want to help donate, just go down to the link down below and, you know, do all the doodly-doo. I stream 2 to 3 times a week on Twitch, and we actually have different incentives if you guys donate. So if you guys wanted to join in the incentives, please go and catch me on my live streams over there. And if for whatever reason you can't donate, no sweat. Pat yourself on the back and go and share the link with a friend that could potentially help. This just means so much to us. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. Funding for this episode of the TheGamingTrouge has been provided by viewers like you. Thank you. Dude, look how much hair I freaking have at the moment, dude. I look like an anime protagonist, dude. It's October when this drops anyway. Let's go. Driving in Crossworld's the game of the year. Better than Switch to Nintendo's biggest fear. DLC, Pineapple on the Sea, Walkman and Pac-Man, Yakuza, Miku Beam. I just took first place. 1v1 me bam, and now in this race. Gaming waste and wage, I'm trained up by a mage. You hack main sage in the face. Hey, my crush in the game, so it's a group of 2. More gonna drop in here real soon. Crossplay is here, fill up the lobby. Big is the best, homie. Queen is here, she's OP. Even Shell's skilled silly. Won't hop in like my OC. Going through history. Drive, you running down time. RNG, drugs and all the wise. Gotta reach first, gotta reach supplies. I really just did this meme. Drive, you running down time. RNG, drugs and otherwise. Gotta go fast, reaching for the prize. I really just did this meme. I got a headache doing that. Well, this game definitely took me by surprise. Sonic Racing Crossworld released 1 week ago at the time of this video's upload, and oh my gosh, this game might actually be one of the best kart racing experiences I had in a very long time. I know that in Sonic Advance 3, I made a joke that I was just basically going to step back from the Sonic series, and while I still intend on doing other reviews other than Sonic, I still love this franchise, if you guys can't tell. And this game pleasantly surprised me. Like I said, one of the best kart racing experiences I had in a long time. And what a time for kart racing fans, as Mario Kart World dropped on the Nintendo Switch 2, $500 be darned. And given the general reception of Mario Kart World, I guess a lot of people were just wanting that classic kart racer fix. I wasn't super in-depth looking into everything with these couple of games, but I did see a lot more praise when it came to Crossworld, especially from its announcement trailer at the Summer Games Fest. We got information that Miku Hatsune was going to be in the game alongside Joker and Ichiban, and then later in the year we realized freaking SpongeBob is coming and Avatar: The Last Airbender. What are all these characters doing here? And this game was basically going to play into the fact that this game is called Crossworlds, meaning that we're going to be seeing a ton of stages from Sonic's past. A love letter to the franchise, if you will. Now, this game leading up to release wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, however, as Sega got into some legal disputes over some music, as well as the price point for the game being a point of contention. Now, a lot of people voiced concerns that this game's price point being $70 on PC, as the Nintendo Switch 1 version was going to be $60, but also the Digital Deluxe Edition was almost $90. That's a $20 price jump from the $70 that they're spending. And I feel like that the $90 price point is a good point when you consider the fact that it's a $20 price point, and other games that had DLC baked into it, like games like the Smash Ultimate game that had all those characters jumping into it. I feel like the price is definitely justified. And it's not like Sonic has had a bad racing game. Like, if you look at the last 3 Sonic racing games, they've been some of the better racing games that are not Mario Kart. I don't know. know, I always felt like the conversation was misguided and was just another excuse for people to get upset because Nintendo messed up so hard with Mario Kart World that they were just afraid that Sega was going to follow in the same footsteps. But, to the shock of many, I assume, this game is one of the better kart racing games, and I think it's up there as one of my favorite kart racing games of all time, almost outbeating some of my favorite Mario Kart titles. Alright, enough teasing, let's get straight into it. This is my review of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Alright, before I get into the really good stuff about this game, I do want to address some criticisms that I have with this game. For starters, a lack of a story mode. This game has the Race Plaza and the Grand Prix and time trials, and that's all good, but this has been a staple in every single Mario Kart game, as well as most other kart racers. There's not really a story mode to begin with. But why this bugs me so much is the fact that this is a Sonic racing game. Sonic racing games typically have some form of story. Granted, the Sonic and Sega All-Stars racing games don't have story modes, but besides Team Sonic Racing, but like, come on, I would love to at least know what I'm getting myself into, and to see the interactions back and forth. We do have some of that with the Grand Prix rival systems, where you can pick different types of rivals from the base game's cast, and they have dialogue back and forth with one another, which is really fun, yet it doesn't fill that same hole as a full-on adventure mode that we can go through and experience the trials and tribulations of the rivals that you pick in the story. But you know what? I don't think that that's a big criticism when it comes to this game. It's just something that I kind of wish was in the game. This game takes a similar page from Mario Kart 8, where you have different types of kart customizations, as well as the ability to upgrade your car through like the customization options. A nice middle ground from F-Zero and Mario Kart in my opinion. And this is the biggest point of contention with me, is the fact that the IM RNG is on Mario Kart Wii levels of, oh my gosh, so much stuff is happening, what am I going to do? It also doesn't help that some of the items that you can start with in the kart customization is this giant truck. Oh my gosh, I feel like the Delta Room meme now. The return of the extreme gears is a really cool concept, and while it does take a lot to get used to because it does not control like anything like the Sonic Riders games, I think it's a little bit better than the Sonic Riders games. It's kind of hard to explain. I have a love-hate relationship with it, because on one hand, it definitely acts like the bikes in Mario Kart, just to keep comparing it to that game, but on the other hand, it feels super slow in comparison when you don't know what kind of character matches with what, because every character has different types of weight classes that you have to adjust for when you're picking a character and the kart itself, so it's a pretty interesting balancing act. But okay then, how does an actual race go? Well, still the same 3-lap rule, but every second lap you get transported to a different world, which in custom games you can actually turn that off, but I feel like it adds to the stage a little bit. Not only do you have to adjust for the stage that you're already thinking about, but also a cross world that you can go to, and you can either go for like one that's like the main one, or you can go into a completely random one, and it can just pick a random stage right from the flow, completely changing the flow of the game itself, which I love. And the levels themselves, I almost don't want to talk about the levels because I don't want to spoil the experience. There's a lot that goes into these levels in the game, and it just makes it super special. There's a lot of little hidden Easter eggs and shortcuts that you can go and take, and the music cues that play, oh my gosh. I don't know why people online were like, yo, this soundtrack is gonna suck, but dude, this soundtrack is amazing. One of the best racing soundtracks I think I've ever heard in my life. The music builds up little by little, and then when you reach the final lap, it's a vocal music as you're driving. And the best part is when you're playing as a character like Miku, the music changes to a Vocaloid inspired song, which is amazing. I love that. Sidestepping into the Grand Prix once more, when you beat the first 3 levels, the last level is a combination of the past 3 levels you just played and has the enhanced music to back it up, which means that you're just right there. You're about to reach the goal and get the trophy. Go for it, man! This game is really, really good. I love the character selection that they have made and the DLC characters that are coming out soon. I love the level design, the cards are super fun, and even the stuff that annoys me. You basically have to have that type of stuff. Like, that's part of the gaming experience. You have to have those little inconveniences to kind of make it like a game that you play with friends and family, and so you can rage at and have a good time with. I played this with my Twitch community, and oh my gosh, the amount of screaming, yes, go for it, I'm almost there, oh no, was just so much to experience, and I loved it. And I do want to take this time to thank my Twitch community for me getting gameplay footage of this game on release day. You guys are in a league of your own, as I will say time and time again, but I would gladly get last place if it means that I could just hang out with you guys and just have a fantastic time playing this game. And the final best thing about this game is that this game is cross-platform, meaning that you can play with anybody that has the game, regardless of their console, which I love so much. And even in my experiences with someone playing with a Switch 1 in my lobby, I didn't have any type of glitches or bugs or anything. Occasional slowdown here and there, as to be expected with online games, but I had so much fun playing this game. This game made me remember why I love this genre so much, this kart racing genre. It's super fast, it's frantic, it can have good music, the visuals are just amazing for this generation of gaming. It's the simple fun that I've been missing in this day and age where everyone's always cynical about something. There's always something that just drives us all apart, but I always feel like with games like this are very important to bring people together and remember that gaming is supposed to be a fun hobby and a fun pastime. And I remember all the good memories I have with this game. I will never forget any of the memories I made during the live streams of this game, or even offline when I was just playing it by myself or with some other friends and family of mine. This game gets my highest recommendation. I will say that the $70 price may be a bit steep for some, but I say it's worth every single penny. This game is so amazing. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, to Sonic Racing Crossworlds for being a game that brings people together. But now it's time for me to go to the Andromeda Galaxy with my next video game review.